When a nation was collapsing and leaders were hiding behind gold walls, one soldier walked into the fire and changed history forever. The streets of Ouagadougou were silent, but the silence was heavy with tension. Far away, engines rumbled softly like distant thunder. Armored vehicles crawled through the darkness, their headlights dimmed to slits. In the lead vehicle sat Ibrahim Traoré, a man of few words and unshakable resolve. His red beret caught the glow of the dashboard lights, his expression calm, unreadable as if carved from steel. Burkina Faso was bleeding. 4 months, terror had ruled the countryside, villages burned by insurgents, families shattered by endless violence. The government promised peace but delivered only empty speeches and luxury dinners. While the people starved, politicians drank champagne behind guarded gates. Hope was dying, and with it, the spirit of a nation. But Ibrahim Traoré refused to watch it die. He had been a soldier long before the world knew his name. He understood sacrifice, discipline, and duty. Yet now, duty meant something more than orders. It meant saving an entire country from collapse. The decision he made tonight would change everything. For weeks, he had planned in shadows, his every move watched by loyal men who believed as he did, that power must serve the people, not enslave them. Inside a dimly lit tent, over a worn-out map, the final plan was drawn. Red lines marked the city like veins, each one leading to a vital point of control. His officers sat around him, faces hard but uncertain. They knew what failure meant: death, exile, or worse. One of them whispered, his voice barely above the hum of the lantern, "If we move tonight, there's no going back." Traoré looked up slowly, his eyes burning with resolve. "Then we move tonight," he said, his voice calm, unshaken. "For the people. For the future." The silence that followed was heavier than the air itself. Then, like a sudden storm, the base came alive. Soldiers loaded magazines with mechanical precision. Radios crackled with coded signals. Fuel trucks hissed as engines roared awake. The clock ticked louder in every heart, every second a step closer to the point of no return. Midnight fell like a blade. Convoys surged out of the shadows, engines growling as they cut through the empty streets. The city slept, unaware that its destiny was being rewritten. One by one, checkpoints surrendered without a fight. Radio stations fell silent under the watch of armed men. By the time the first rays of dawn touched the horizon, the old regime was gone, its power shattered without a single warning shot. The presidential palace stood hollow, its marble halls echoing with the ghosts of those who once ruled with greed. Papers lay scattered across polished floors, a throne room stripped of authority. Then came the sound of boots, slow, deliberate. Ibrahim Traoré walked through the grand hall with the certainty of a man who carried an entire nation on his shoulders. His uniform was dusty from the night's march, his beret a scarlet flame against the pale stone. He did not come for riches or crowns. He came to restore dignity, to breathe life back into a country gasping for hope. When he stood before the people for the first time, there was no golden chair, no velvet curtains. Just a soldier under the open sky, speaking to millions with fire in his voice and steel in his eyes. "We will fight corruption. We will fight terror. We will stand as a nation, strong and free. Burkina Faso will rise on its own terms." The streets erupted with a roar that shook the city. Men and women poured into the squares, waving flags, chanting his name, Traoré. Soldiers rode atop armored trucks, their fists raised high, their voices echoing with pride. In that moment, a symbol was born, not of power seized, but of hope reclaimed. The red beret became more than a mark of rank. It became a promise, a shield, a declaration that the days of submission were over. From the trenches to the presidency, his journey was not carved in privilege, but in grit, fire, and defiance. He was a soldier who refused to kneel, a leader who dared to rise. And as the sun blazed over a new Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré knew this was not the end. It was only the beginning.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.